You're watching Big Sky Conference Volleyball on ESPN+. Welcome to the Great Northwest, Portland, Oregon, USA, inside Viking Pavilion. Tonight, it is senior night for the PSU Vikings as they get set to host the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks. Preston Hiefield here with you on the call. Let's take a look at our keys to the game presented by Jeremiah Johnson Brewing. Do well. For the Vikings, win the first set. PSU is 8-1 this season when taking care of set number one, as they did Thursday night against Northern Colorado. Get the hitters going, no doubt about that, including Liv Eichenberg, one of the fabulous freshmen in the Big Sky this season. That will be ultra important tonight as Northern Arizona boasts the best defense in the conference in terms of opponent hitting percentage. They need to put the last game behind them. The Lumberjacks fell at the nest in 5 sets against Sacramento State on Thursday, protecting the net as well against Shab, Eichenberg, and the rest of that PSU offense. Here are today's impact players, brought to you by Mr. Plywood, Portland's one-stop shop for all your construction needs. For PSU, it is the 2 seniors. Tyra Shab, number 24, the outside hitter, recorded her 6th double-double of the season Thursday night. And Sydney Stenson had an absolute impact defensively with a career-high 6 blocks against Northern Colorado on Thursday night. Both of them playing in their final match here at Viking Pavilion. On the NAU side, it's Kylie Moran and Hannah Stoddard, the outside hitters. Stoddard second in the Big Sky in kills, an absolute weapon for the Lumberjacks. Well, the all-time series, Northern Arizona leads it 33-26. NAU beat PSU 3-1 back on October 9th in Flagstaff. Also won the prior meeting, but before that, Portland State had won 5 in a row against NAU, and that includes 3 straight here in Portland, Oregon at Viking Pavilion. Gotta love the extra lights in effect tonight here at PSU. Home staff breaking out all the stops for senior night. Michael Seaman, the head man over at PSU, 19th season, 21st overall here on the Park Blocks. He's posted 20 wins 8 different times at PSU and is just 7 wins away from 300 career victories. He would join 2 other coaches who have crossed the 300 career mark here at Portland State, a former Division II national power in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Been with the Big Sky since 96. Meanwhile, Northern Arizona, they are led by head coach Ken Murphy, his 13th season in charge, 2018 Big Sky Coach of the Year. There's a look at Coach Seaman. Northern Arizona, the Big Sky champions twice under Coach Murphy, 2015 and 2018. Let's play some volleyball here on the Park Blocks as Kira Hall gets us going, and Shab can't quite dig that out, hitting the floor. First point of the match going to Northern Arizona. Hall, a 5'10 senior from in-state Scottsdale, Arizona, Horizon High School. Team leader in assists and second in aces with 27. Make it 28 as she starts the match off with an ace. Eichenberg will dig, White taps over. NAU there, no problem. Stoddard, her first swing, rejected down by White and Blažič, and somehow a free ball gets cleared back over. Blažič will set for Eichenberg through the blocks, and that finds the floor for Liv's first kill of the match. Livia Eichenberg, team high 16 kills, tied her career high with 3 aces on Thursday night against Northern Colorado. Ava Blažič, straight here in Portland, Oregon at Viking Pavilion. Gotta love the extra lights in effect tonight here at PSU. Home staff breaking out all the stops for senior night. Paige Stepanek, freshman Brenna Kaufman getting introduced right now. A lot of parents in the house. A very good crowd on hand here at Viking Pavilion, given that it is the final home match of the season. Portland State 11-12 overall, 7-5 in the Big Sky. That is tied for 4th. They're playing great volleyball right now. They've won 4 of 5, including 3 in a row here at home. That would be a 4-set win in their last outing against Northern Colorado on Thursday night. A mild upset as Northern Colorado ranks just ahead of them in the Big Sky standings. Meanwhile, Northern Arizona, the Lumberjacks, well, they are 19-6 overall, nearly the first team in the Big Sky to reach 20 wins, but they fell against Sacramento State 3-2 on Thursday. That snapped a 7-match win streak for the Lumberjacks, who are 9-3 in the Big Sky. That is currently good enough for first place in the Big Sky. Again, PSU on the last time out, knocking off third place Northern Colorado 3-1 here at the Pavilion. First 2 sets gave us some bonus volleyball with the team splitting and reaching 26 points. PSU actually staved off a set point in the first set, trailing 24-23, and then won 3 straight points to win that set, would eventually win the match in 4. As we get set to get going here at PSU. Down the stretch run of the Big Sky regular season, no doubt about it. Northern Arizona looking for their first Big Sky Conference championship since 2018. PSU won the regular season in 2013, but hasn't made it to the Big Dance since 2010, when they won the Big Sky Tournament Championship here in Portland. Big Sky Tourney will get underway Thanksgiving week on that Monday in Greeley, Colorado. PSU did make the 22 championship match in Big Sky play. Michael Seaman, the head man over at PSU, 19th season, 21st overall here on the Park Blocks. He's posted 20 wins 8 different times at PSU and is just 7 wins away from 300 career victories. He would join 2 other coaches who have crossed the 300 career mark here at Portland State, a former Division II national power in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Been with the Big Sky since 96. Meanwhile, Northern Arizona, they are led by head coach Ken Murphy, his 13th season in charge, 2018 Big Sky Coach of the Year. There's a look at Coach Seaman. Northern Arizona, the Big Sky champions twice under Coach Murphy, 2015 and 2018. Let's play some volleyball here on the Park Blocks as Kira Hall gets us going, and Schaub can't quite dig that out, hitting the floor. First point of the match going to Northern Arizona. Hall, a 5'10 senior from in-state Scottsdale, Arizona, Horizon High School. Team leader in assists and second in aces with 27. Make it 28 as she starts the match off with an ace. Eichenberg will dig. White taps over. NAU there. No problem. Stoddard, her first swing, rejected down by White and Blažič, and somehow a free ball gets cleared back over. Blažič will set for Eichenberg through the blocks, and that finds the floor for Liv's first kill of the match. Livia Eichenberg, team high 16 kills, tied her career high with 3 aces on Thursday night against Northern Colorado. Ava Blažič, one of the real keys to PSU's late season resurgence, will serve for the first time and finds an ace to give PSU a 2-1 lead. Lakeville, Minnesota native. Spent her first 2 seasons at Temple, now in her junior year here in Portland. 22 aces on the season for Blažič. As she delivers, tape shot, unable to get dug out, or was it a free ball over? Blažič with the quick tip, and that finds the floor. 3-1 PSU. The Portland State came out so hot against Northern Colorado. Bears near the top of that Big Sky Conference, but PSU has really defended the ship well. 3 straight home wins, 4 out of 5 overall. Blažič, little back set. Wadsworth, her first touch of the night. Blažič front set to Eichenberg, a heavy swing, defended well though. Stoddard from the left side, Schaub there for PSU. Tyra, roll shot, dug out cleanly. Stoddard sends over a free ball, Stepanek there. Blažič to Stenson, cross court, just a bit long, point 2. Northern Arizona, the NAU Lumberjacks enjoying their best season in a long time. First season above 500 since the COVID year of 2020, and they are way above that mark at 19-6. Stoddard, Eichenberg there. Blažič, White with the quick kill attempt. No, Eichenberg will slam it back into the defense. Barlow, Stepanek there. Blažič, Schaub from the middle, finds the floor. Another kill for Tyra Schaub, the senior, on senior night, starting off well. She served out the third set against Northern Colorado Thursday night and really took over in the fourth. 7 kills and 7 digs on 400 hitting for the senior Tyra Schaub against Northern Colorado. Here's the freshman Eichenberg across the way. Moran, Schaub rolls it over. Back set to Wadsworth, blocked. Stepanek there to clean things up. Logical set for Schaub, that roll to the middle. Dug out cleanly by Moran. A heavy swing from Stoddard, defended by Portland State. Wadsworth takes aim and delivers a kill. That is Sophia Wadsworth, 5'11" senior outside hitter from Scottsdale, Arizona. If you're a football fan, you may remember that name, Andre Wadsworth, her father, an All-American defensive end for Florida State, and enjoyed a nice career in the NFL. There's a service error, our first of the match. Avery Gottschalk, 6'3" senior from Rockland, California, into the tape. So Paige Stepanek, a fan favorite here, no doubt the most experienced player on this Portland State team for Michael Seaman. Takes a couple hops and delivers deep right corner. Set comes from Hall. Schaub there. Blažic back set. A swinging Stenson is rejected. Eichenberg there. Blažic, Schaub, heavy swing. Dug out well, though, by Barlow. Stoddard with a touch. Stenson there. Wadsworth, what a dig by Eichenberg on the back line. Schaub, little touch shot. Nice dig by NAU. Wadsworth one more time through the defense for a kill. Sophia Wadsworth, third on the team in kills. Also third in blocks and swinging a pretty efficient .292 this season. Also a presence at the net with 3 blocks against Sac State. Here is Ella Hosfield, fourth on the team in aces with 16 of them this season. Eichenberg digs out that serve. Schaub leaves that touch shot a little short with the left hand. Tyra Schaub's so crafty. She's got the roll, she's got the heavy swing, she's got the tip and the touch shot as well. Just left that a bit short. Stoddard, Eichenberg, Blažic, Stenson, swings through, that hit the antenna though. And that'll be a point for NAU as they go on a bit of a run here, 6-5. That is 3 straight points for the Jacks. Coach Seaman talking a bit with his senior Stenson standing over there at the 10-foot line. Here is Stoddard, the 6'1" redshirt junior. Schaub there. Blažic to Brenna Kaufman in the game. Taps with the left. Over to a swinging Moran, and that finds the floor. Kylie Moran, 5'11" senior from Phoenix, fourth on the team in kills, hitting 178. Hits that through Kaufman and Stenson. 7-5 Jacks. Team leader in aces is Stoddard, sends that over. Blažic to Schaub, and that is a heavy right hand from Tyra Schaub. Breaks a 4-0 run there from the Jacks. Gets PSU back within 1 at 7-6. Sydney Stenson, UNLV transfer, being honored tonight on senior night along with Tyra Schaub. And how about an ace for the senior? Portland State with 6 aces on Thursday. A couple early on in this set to tie things at 7. Again, PSU technically in 4th place right now. We can talk Big Sky standings later on in the match. Stenson again looks low and is for a service error. Early on, Tyra Schaub with 2 kills to pace PSU. Sophia Wadsworth with 2 for the Jacks. Quick sub as Stenson checks out, and Callie Jo Shigemasa, 5'3" sophomore from Pearl City, Hawaii, defensive specialist, checks in. Eichenberg digs out. Schaub, heavy right hand. Stoddard tips over. Shigemasa there, but Portland State couldn't quite collect as a team. Point to NAU. Moran. Eichenberg, Blažic, Brenna Kaufman swinging from the right side, dug out cleanly by Hosfield. Sent over by Moran, out wide left. Out of bounds, point to Portland State as they lead 9-8. And here is some hype for Tyra Schaub. 6-foot senior from Vancouver, Washington. Skyview High School, two-time Greater St. Helens League Player of the Year. That's a shout-out to Southwest Washington. Nice dig by Stepanek. Shigemasa sends back. Schaub will roll it over to the middle of that defense. Dug out cleanly. Big swing attempt from Greenlee, second on the team in kills. And that eventually does earn her a kill. A little over 2 kills a set, hitting .385. That is among the best in the country. Also had 5 blocks against Sacramento State. She is the team leader in blocks there. Gigi Greenlee, 6'3", sophomore there in the middle, wearing number 3. Serve is delivered by Malia Barlow, tapped over by Kaufman. Lainey Wilson there for NAU. Stoddard, Stepanek says no. Eichenberg taps over quickly. Good hustle by NAU to return it. Blažič, quick tap, no. Stepanek saves things. Schaub to the freshman Eichenberg through the defense. Dug out on the NAU side. Stoddard again. Stepanek got a hand on it. Point to NAU. She wanted to let that go and couldn't quite get her hand out of the way, as that ball looked clearly out. Until she's mad at herself. Stepanek was unbelievable in the last match. She passed assistant coach Diana Villalpando on the PSU career digs list. Finished with 18 digs against Northern Colorado on Thursday, and frankly, it felt like she finished with 40 of them. She was everywhere for the Vikings. Stepanek will take a seat for the first time tonight. Brenna Kaufman, who has really emerged, true freshman, helping replace Willow Watson, who's in that scooter. Kaufman finds the net, unfortunately, for PSU. Willow Watson is one of the real good players on this team, hitting .270 with 98 kills and 43 blocks. Unfortunately, injured her left leg against Sacramento State back on October 3rd. So she is out on a scooter. Joust at the net is won by Northern Arizona. That is Avery Gottschalk, 6'3" junior middle blocker from Rockland, California. Second on the team in blocks. Some serious height there at the net between Greenlee and Gottschalk, both 6'3". Here is Kira Hall, 5'10" senior setter. Blažič to the freshman Eichenberg, looks long and is. Liv Eichenberg, an aggressive freshman, leads this team in kills by a mile. Talking to Coach Seaman, she can have 20 or 30 kills, but also 10 or 15 errors. It's just something you got to live with, especially when you're a younger player still feeling things out at the college level. One of the 4 Colorado natives on this team. Eichenberg, another swing. That is rejected. Point to Portland State. That kind of rode the net for a while before jumping out of bounds. Take one more look at that. A couple of subs on the Portland State side. Shigemasa and Stenson speaking with the referee, and Shigemasa does take a seat. Ava Blažič, always deadly from behind the service line. And delivers deep right corner. Dug out cleanly by Moran. Stoddard's turn. Blocked. Wadsworth. They'll try Stoddard again from the left side. Schaub there. Blažič. Eichenberg with the left hand, and that earns her a kill. Did that just happen? Olivia Eichenberg with a nasty kill with the left hand. Let's take one more look at that here on ESPN Plus if we can. Liv Eichenberg goes oppo. Left hand, left corner. PSU within 3. Blažič. Back line Stoddard there. Back set to Wadsworth, partially blocked. Stepanek. Stenson. Blocked, no problem. Stoddard from the left side. Blažič there. Stepanek, little back set to Eichenberg. Tries to find the line, and she does. Back-to-back kills for Liv Eichenberg in very different ways. One with the left and then a soft cross-court shot with the right. She is a treat to watch, ladies and gentlemen. 5'8" freshman outside hitter from Lone Tree, Colorado, as Blažič stays serving. PSU within 2. Nearly an ace. Set back for Wadsworth, and that is a booming kill from the right side for Sophia Wadsworth. Her third of the match, trailing Eichenberg's 4. Timeout on the floor at 15-12. NAU with the lead. Back in a moment here on ESPN+.
Only people can turn a place into a home. Join us to create yours. On Point. People are the point.
Refresh your senses with a kick of citrus flavor. Do the do.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Welcome back to Viking Pavilion. Last time out, these Northern Arizona Lumberjacks lost a heartbreaker at the Nest in Sacramento. Lost in 5 sets to Sac State despite out-hitting the Hornets 233-213. That snapped a 7-match win streak for NAU. Match went 5 sets before Sac State won 15-7 in the 5th. Meanwhile, Portland State, of course, winning 3-1 against Northern Colorado on Thursday, and Liv Eichenberg led everyone with 16 kills. Logical set for Eichenberg, rejected. Logic there, Stepanek with a diving save. Free ball sent over for NAU. Wadsworth watches it sail just wide. Heck of an effort there by Stepanek just to keep that ball in play. Stoddard, second on the Big Sky in kills. Eichenberg there. Schaub from the middle. Finds the floor, right side. Tyra Schaub, who had 6 double-doubles in her last match. 7 kills in that crucial 4th set. She really carried Portland State, did Tyra Schaub. One of the better matches of her season, as we have a timeout on the floor with NAU leading 16-13. Here in the Rose City. Well, the Big Sky standings are certainly heating up. In fact, we have matches that already occurred earlier today with Sac State falling to Northern Colorado. Both teams at 9-4. That is second in the Big Sky. There is an up-to-date standings, like minute-to-minute up-to-date. We're talking with Northern Arizona now leading by a half game there in first place. And you can see the clumped trio in the middle there, Portland State, Montana, and Weber State. They're at 7-5 overall. Again, PSU winners of 4 of 5 and 3 straight to really rally down the stretch here. Won't be an easy finish for Portland State by any means. They are at Sac State next Friday for their stretch run. But nonetheless, it's about momentum this time of year with the Big Sky Conference Tournament in just 16 days. Let's take a look at that ball that found the line there for Tyra Schaub. The officials are continuing to look at this. Right in front of the line judge. I mean, we're talking a foot in front of the young man. See if that found the floor. Very close. Great job by the crew in the back here. Schaub certainly on a tear. 16 kills against Idaho State the prior Saturday. 10-plus kills in 10 of the last 13 matches for PSU. There's a good look at the huddle. Stepanek and Naomi White having a laugh. Naomi White, preseason All-Big Sky. They're number 8 in the middle for PSU. Also had a great impact on the match last time out for the Vikings. Call is confirmed. That Schaub swing found that sideline right in front of the judge. So PSU trailing by just 3. here in the opening set. Eichenberg set to deliver another serve. Again, 3 aces last match, tied a career high. Wadsworth, Stepanek, insane dig with the right hand. Eichenberg to the back line. Stoddard there. They'll set for Moran. Again, Eichenberg there, off the net. Naomi White will send over a free ball in the back to Stoddard. Set quickly, and finding the coffin corner is number 14, Avery Gottschalk, 6'3" junior. Another kill for her there in the middle. Again, Gottschalk and Greenlee, both at 6'3", providing serious size and elevation for NAU. 15 aces is 5th on the team, but there's one right there for Gottschalk, who reels off 2 straight points for the visiting Jacks, and they take an 18-13 lead. First set very crucial for PSU, 8-1 when taking that. Eichenberg, Blažič, Schaub rejected out of bounds though. Point to PSU, another kill for Tyra Schaub, the senior, off to a hot start on senior night with 4 kills. Matches Eichenberg's match high of 4 as well. Schaub hitting 250 at the moment, Eichenberg hitting 273. Moran, set up by Hall. Swing from Moran, dug out by Stepanek. From the middle goes Eichenberg. Barlow. That swing finds the floor eventually for Kylie Moran. Pretty balanced offensive attack here. Stoddard, Greenlee, and Wadsworth, the top 3 in terms of kills for Northern Arizona, but obviously Moran making an impact as well. Stoddard, Eichenberg. Blažič quickly to Kaufman, rejected, and down for a point for NAU. Brenna Kaufman was sensational in the last match for Portland State. So we have a timeout on the floor. I was just really impressed with the energy that she brought. Career high 8 kills against Northern Colorado on Thursday. In fact, it's actually Brenna Kaufman's birthday today, with her parents in the crowd. And again, that stat all important for PSU, 8-1 when winning the first set, and just 3-11 when losing the first set. Jumped out to that 26-24 extra point set victory against Northern Colorado on Thursday night. Staved off a set point, down 24-23, rallied 3 straight to win. Lost the second set in the same fashion after leading 24-23. Ended up losing 3 straight points to Northern Colorado, but rallied back to win sets 3 and 4 somewhat comfortably. And it's really anyone's big sky. I think that's the fun part about this conference, is that, you know, Northern Colorado, it's a really tough stretch run for PSU. Northern Colorado, Northern Arizona, and Sac State, the 3 best teams in the conference by standings, and I think many people would agree with that, but Portland State took care of UNC in 4 sets on Thursday night and can play with anyone in this conference. They did lose in 4 sets back on October 9th to this NAU team in Flagstaff. Certainly looking for revenge from that perspective. Ella Hosfield, 5'8" junior, 4th on the team in aces. Eichenberg, not a great handle, and then dumps that into the net as Stepanek had to send it back in play awkwardly from well beyond the service line, about 20 feet beyond that service line. 21-14, really hot start here for NAU. Coming in perhaps a bit angry after losing in 5 sets in Sacramento Thursday night. Eichenberg gets a left hand on it, nice dig. Schaub's attempt, clobbered back up into the air. Moran, back line. Eichenberg, Blažič, quick set. Kaufman with authority, tapped back over. Eichenberg home, goes diving to the floor. Stenson's tap is rejected at the front line by Northern Arizona. Gigi Greenlee, the team leader in blocks, is there. 112 on the season entering tonight's match, leads the team in blocks per set with 1.19, and what a run by NAU. They're up 8 in the blink of an eye. Eichenberg high. Blažič, Schaub will take a turn, and that is boomed into the defense and nearly up into the park block party deck for a kill for Tyra Schaub. make that her 5th of the match, 22-15. Again, that 4th set against UNC was a sight to behold from that senior there. Tyra Schaub, 7 kills and 7 digs on 400 hitting. Her 6th double-double of the season. She finished with 12 kills and 13 digs against the Bears. Allie Panter, who really jolted this team with her lefty serving last match, comes in for the first time tonight. Moran rejected. NAU returns it over. Kaufman, Panter sets up Schaub with the lefty. Tapped up, free ball incoming for PSU. Eichenberg, a swinging Kaufman through the defense. Greenlee, another hit on it. Stepanek can't quite get there, as that was a nice right hand by Lainey Wilson, 6-foot freshman. We call her name for the first time tonight. Wilson, no one in front of her as there was a joust at the net. She found some free space in the middle. Moran. Eichenberg there. Panter to Schaub with a booming right hand. Rejected down though again. It's the combination of Wilson and Greenlee. And Greenlee really giving, that's number 3 right there, really giving PSU issues. Set point here for NAU, enjoying a massive lead, 24-15. Moran, Eichenberg, Panter. Biesmeyer for the first time tonight. Gets her right hand on it. Reese Biesmeyer, an Arizona native, playing against her home state. Caught up with her mom prior to this match. Former NAU player herself. Biesmeyer's impact absolutely felt all season. 6'1" sophomore. Second on the team in hitting and second in blocks. Hall with the dig. Stoddard, right hand. Nope. Service error. Pardon me, not service error. Attacking error into the net. Anna Stoddard, just a sensational player. Rarely will you see her dump one like that. Kind of in no man's land on that swing. Here's Tyra Schaub. A couple aces last match for her. Finds Barlow. Greenlee, dug out by Schaub. Panter will send over the freshman Eichenberg, and that blasts into the coaching staff. Got to keep your head on a swivel if you're Ken Murphy and the coaching staff, but that is set point as NAU takes set number 1 in relatively dominant fashion, 25-17. Down the stretch, we're back with set number 2 after this.